Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we will learn about the new command, that is git pull. Git pull is somewhat similar to git fetch only. So if you try to observe, the git pull is somewhat similar to fetch only. Git pull is the command we can use to retrieve changes from the remote repository. Just like fetch command, git pull is also used to retrieve the changes, to get the changes from the remote repository. But unlike fetch, pull actually updates our head branch with whatever changes are retrieved from the remote. So that means the pull command, when you run this git pull, means what will happen is the current branch, what is the head branch you are having, so it will be updated with the changes you have retrieved from the remote repository. In simple words, we can say that go and download data from the GitHub git pull command. About this git pull command, what we can say is go and download the data from the GitHub and immediately update my local repo with those changes. So this is the definition what we can give about this git pull command. So we need to so what it will try to do is it will try to get the changes from the GitHub and it will update our local repository directly with those changes. This is about the git pull command. So now with the definition, what we can say is git pull is nothing but git fetch plus git merge. So the combination of these two commands, we can say that it is a git pull. So git fetch, what it will try to do, it will update the remote tracking page with the latest changes from the remote repository. So that means it will get the latest changes from the remote repository. And git merge, it will update the current branch. So the current branch what you are having, the current branch, whatever the changes that we got from the remote branch. So these two combination of these two things is nothing but the git pull. So git fetch, just it gets only the what we can say remote repository data it will get, and it will keep it within the local repository only. It will not change with the, it will not update in the working directory. But the git merge, what it will try to do, it will try to merge the latest changes with our current working branch. So the same thing happens here. The syntax for the git pull is nothing but what we can say is git pull remote and the branch. So to pull, we specify the particular remote and the branch we want to pull using the git pull remote branch. So here git pull is the command, remote is nothing but the origin, so the remote URL, alias name what you have given, and the branch is the current branch what you are having. So now it will pull the changes. What really matters is the where we are on. So this is the main thing you need to remember that. So where we are on means, so in which branch currently we are on. So whatever the branch you are in, that is where the branches will be merged. So that means, so for example, if you are in the master branch and if you are trying to pull this pull the changes means, so the master branch you are currently on the master branch, right? So the master changes, what are the changes, latest changes present in the remote, it will be taken from the remote repository and it will be merged in the current residing branch, that is nothing but the master branch in the local repository. So this is the thing you need to remember. Git pull, so example is git pull origin master. So remote and the branch is origin master would fetch the latest information from the origins master branch and merge those changes into your current branch, that is nothing but the master. Okay, so this is the thing you need to remember. So pull can result in the merge conflicts. So you need to remember this main important thing. So pull can result in the merge conflicts. Why? Because so you are trying to get those changes from the remote repository, and you already worked in with some changes. You already have some changes commits in your local repository. Means when you are getting those changes from the remote repository, so this may lead to the conflicts. So you need to resolve. So how can we do the resolve this merge conflicts is, so we need to resolve these conflicts just like the normal merge. So when we are doing the normal merge from one branch to another, when we are doing the merging means how we resolve the conflicts in the same scenario, we will be resolving the conflicts in the same scenario. Sometimes you might have some work locally that is not on the GitHub, and GitHub has some commits. So the same scenario what we have discussed. So sometimes you have a work locally that you have committed, and the GitHub also is having some commits. So when you pull down those things, so there may be conflicts raising here. So this is the thing. So git pull can result in the merge conflicts. So another thing you need to remember is we also have a shorter syntax for the pull command, just like the fetch. So just like the fetch, you also have a shorter command for the git pull also. So that is nothing but the git pull. So git pull, what is this one is, so we are not mentioning the remote and the branch name. So if we are running the git pull without specifying a particular remote means, sorry, if you are running git pull without specifying a particular remote or branch means, to pull from, git assumes the following thing. So what it will assume is, so for example, if you are running only this command git pull means, so what it will assume is, so you are not mentioning the remote means the remote will be default to the origin. And also another thing what will happen is, so you are not mentioning the branch means branch will default to whatever tracking connection is configured for the current branch. So that means, for example, you are on the master branch. So the tracking connection for the master local branch will be with the origin master. So if you want to, you can keep another tracking connection also. So we have seen, right? So now the tracking connection what we are keeping is not set by us. So you need to remember that we are not setting the tracking connection. Just automatically when you are trying to switch the command. So for example, when you are using git switch something like branch 1 or git switch branch 2, when you are trying to automatically the switch command is setting the configuration between the remote branch 1 and also your local branch 1. You need to understand the main difference between these two. So git branch will default to whatever tracking connection is configured for the current branch. Okay. So when you are doing the git pull command means, so remote will be default to the origin, and also the branch what it will have is the current branch. What is the current branch you are having? What is the current branch you are residing in? So that current tracking connection it will be set to the git pull. Okay. So at last what we can discuss is, so the difference between the git fetch and the git pull. So git fetch what it will try to do, gets changes from the remote branches. You need to understand this. Git fetch gets the changes from the remote branches. Git pull also does the same thing. Get changes from the remote branches. So git fetch and git pull does the same thing, get changes from the remote branches. And here you need to understand the difference. Updates the remote tracking branches with the new changes. So that means it will update the remote tracking branches with the new changes. And here also updates the current branch with the new changes by merging them in. Okay. So that means here updates the remote tracking. It will update only the remote tracking branches. It will not merge into your current branch. It will keep it in your local repositories only. But here git pull, when you does the git pull, it will get the changes from the remote branch, and also it will update the current branch with the new changes by merging them. So by merging your local commits and the remote tracking commits, so these both commits are merged into the current branch. And here git fetch does not merge changes onto your current head branch. You need to understand. So here it does not merge the changes into your current head branch. So here what we can see is, so can result in the merge conflicts. So here it will does the merging thing. This could lead to the merge conflicts. So this is the thing. So when you are trying to merge the two the commits present in your local repository and the commits present in remote repository, when you are trying to merge these two commits in your branch means, this may lead to the merge conflicts. We will try to see the demonstration in the next video. So how we can do it in the real-time scenario. And this git fetch is always safe to do at any time. So this git fetch can be done at any time. So it is safer. So no need to worry about this one. So you can do all the time git fetch. But git pull, so not recommended if you have uncommitted changes. So if you are having uncommitted changes or anything, so it is not recommended to pull the changes. Why? Because it may raise the conflicts and all those things. So there will be a doubt that there will be a loss of data. Okay, so there will be a confusion, and also there will be a loss of data, that your local data may be missed. Okay, so this is the main difference between the git fetch and the git pull. So in the next video what we'll try to do is, we'll try to see the real-time scenario practical implementation, how the git pull will be implemented in the GitHub repository. Okay, if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please send the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.